I served as a TA while I was in college, and there are two students I'll never forget. His name was Ving, and her name was Ling, and their family was unlike any I'd ever met. She was from a small town, and he was from the big city, and the only reason they had met is because they were both very poor growing up, and often to stay warm in the winter, the kids would ride the midnight train just to get on it. It didn't matter where it went. They would just get on it and ride it all night so they could stay warm. And every once in a while, he would ride it to this stop where there was a movie theater. And that movie theater played Bruce Lee movies nonstop, just never-ending Bruce Lee movies. And that's how he learned English, which ultimately is what brought him to the U.S. First, he came to Vegas, and she worked as, I think she was a singer in a smoker's lounge, but possibly she was an escort as well. He was a craps player, basically a guy with a gambling addiction. And that attitude, roll the dice just one more time, see what happens, attitude kind of shaped their future because they had a business here in Minnesota. And it was doing well until it was on this boulevard, and the street lights at the end of the boulevard had stopped being maintained. So it does get very dark here, even at 6 o'clock in winter. So no one was going to their business in winter because it wasn't lit, and no one wants to be, wandering around in the shadows. They had fought this with the city, but they hadn't had any luck. So finally they were going to take it to court. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but they said that if they didn't win this court case and if they couldn't improve their business, they would have to leave because of the loans. And I took that to mean they had a loan shark after them, but I'm not precisely sure if that's what they meant. So Ving wanted to change his name, and because of the story his father told me, I wasn't surprised when I asked, what do you want to change your name to? And he said, Lee, like Bruce Lee. But his father did not want him to change his name, so he had to keep this secret, because if they had to go back to China, it would be a lot bigger deal if he had changed his name, because the name was important to his family. And so I did offer to help them with this, and I didn't learn until later they were actually keeping it secret from their family. And we had finalized everything, and we were just at the courthouse to make it official. And as luck would have it, his mom and his dad were actually in the same building, but they were there because of their complaint against the city with the lights. We found this out when his mom spotted us, and Ling is panicking, and she's trying to pay a fee so she could withdraw the application because she doesn't want to get in trouble. But I say, no, just hold on, let me talk to her. We're not cooked yet because his dad didn't see us. So I talked to her, and she was upset, but she said, look, it really just depends on how this court case goes. I didn't know what to do. We were kind of on the spot right then. It would cost a lot more money if we had to do this all over again. Didn't want his dad to find out, especially if they lost the case, because then he would be doubly mad. And just then, his father spotted us. He made a beeline to us. I've never seen an old man move that fast. And he opened his mouth to speak. And you could tell that whatever he had to say, this was important. And I'll never forget what he said. You know what he said? Come on, you know what he said. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people. That was a journey. And I didn't even get to the part where he beat the shit out of me with jumper cables. I guess that's a story for another time, though, huh?